Hello, I'm Dr. Shalina Lalji. My patients call me Dr. Shell. I am a board-certified OBGYN, and I currently practice functional and integrative medicine in Sugar Land, Texas. So when I first see someone who's received a diagnosis of cancer, the first feeling that I get overcoming myself is just true compassion, true empathy, and just care, because that's what the person really truly needs. You have to look at anybody with any diagnosis, and especially a scary diagnosis like cancer. That's what they need from their doctor is empathy and compassion and understanding. And for me, that's it's a blessing and not a blessing because I am myself what I call a cancer thriver. I was diagnosed with cancer 3 years ago myself. And so I know what it feels like. I know what that concern that just comes over you of perhaps even fear and the unknown. Cancer being that word that all of us fear, right? And so the patient who goes through that, the person who goes through that, the individual, the human being really needs to be treated like a human being with that compassion. So obviously there's a lot of patients that Dr. Nalini and I refer back and forth. In fact, as soon as I see somebody with a cancer diagnosis or somebody who might come into my practice for, say, IV vitamin C therapy or integrative care, I always like to pull Dr. Nalini into the team. And I say it's a team because there is a place for everybody on the team. Cancer is a very complex condition. It's not, oh, you have cancer, so let's go surgery, chemo, radiation, boom, done. It's just not that simple. First of all, it's really important to identify the type of cancer, but more than that, we need to identify the person who is carrying this scary diagnosis, if you will. And so we need different arsenals. I provide some, but Dr. Nalini provides something that, is so vital to my cancer patients. Somebody that I'd like to probably give you an example of, and I could certainly do that with several patients that come to mind, but to get really personal, I'm going to tell you how I personally improved under Dr. Nalini's care. And that was a really, really important thing for me because as soon as I got diagnosed with breast cancer, one of the first calls that I made was to my good friend Nalini. Right away, she said, Shalina, we're going to take care of this, and there's no reason to be afraid. There's no reason to, because at that point, I had to put myself as a patient rather than, okay, well, I'm a functional medicine doctor. I know what's going on. I've treated patients with cancer. I really had to delineate the two. I wanted to now be treated as a patient because a doctor should really not treat themselves. And so having Nalini on the team was vital, because I had a fantastic, and still do, traditional oncologist at the world's finest, MD Anderson. And MD Anderson does have an integrative cancer department, but doesn't have anybody like Dr. Nalini. In fact, there really aren't that many people like Dr. Nalini out there. And I needed someone to look at my entire well-being, my entire humanness, and the terrain that allowed this cancer to enter my life. So obviously my personal reasons to refer to Dr. Nalini is because of her comprehensive and integrative approach. I think it's very important. And, when you look for holistic cancer practitioners, a lot of them will tell you, okay, well, just go all natural. And that's not my true belief either. I feel that we should do the best of both worlds, the best of everything. And for me personally, that's what we did. We did the best of everything. I'm young, I have young children. And whether you're young or old, you want to do the best that medicine has to offer, both integrative as well as traditional, and just combine both of them together. And so that's why we continue to refer back and forth, because I had great success with her myself. If you're a family who has received a cancer diagnosis, the biggest thing is don't give up hope. Don't give up positivity. Stay positive every single day, every single minute of every single day. And I know that's hard, but if you're feeling sad, be sad. Feel your feelings. Feel your feelings of anger, frustration, fear, whatever it may be. But then bring yourself back to there is hope. There is light at the end of the tunnel. We have today because none of us know if we have tomorrow. And if you create a team that gives you everything that you need to deal with that cancer, whether it's traditional therapies, as well as nutritional therapies, as well as lifestyle therapies, and diet and exercise and stress management and sleep, self-care, meditation, all of those things will just make you and your family a healthier family network to be able to support each other and get through this difficult time.